One of the biggest phenomena to hit the web in recent years has been the social networking site. Facebook, Bebo and MySpace have plugged an entire generation into the online world. But long before these social networks had been dreamt of, a few of the more savvy members of the business community had already spotted the potential of the internet to put business people in touch with one another. Ecademy was one of the first websites to exploit this idea, and it was dreamt up by an entrepreneurial couple over a pizza. It's now huge, with thousands of members all over the world. But what exactly is it, and what's it for? We went along to meet one of the founders and find out how it works.
Ecademy is a social business network for business people, connecting business people all around the world. We're in 222 countries now. And I say social business network because people build relationships on Ecademy and they do business with one another. So we attract business people to Ecademy who want to connect with people. But fundamentally, we say it's about relationship first, commerce second. And so it's about forming deeper relationships. It's not just about creating a list of contacts.
You started in 1998. You must have been one of the first, if not the first, social networking site. How did you get the idea for Ecademy?
It's interesting that, because at the time I was at home with my very young children who were 0, 3 and 5 and hadn't worked in the IT industry for 5 years. And so wasn't using technology at all. But my husband, Thomas Power, who's our chairman, he has always been very immersed in the IT industry as well. We met in the IT industry. He'd sold his business that he had to a larger organisation, worked his notice, and then come home one day and said, I know this is a great time to tell you this when we've got 3 young children, but I've just gone freelance and I'm going to start my own business. He's a tremendous networker, amazing connector of people. So we were always seeing people coming through, and he was talking at the time about e-commerce, helping American businesses come across and find partners in Europe. So I asked him about this internet thing, and I said, isn't there a way of us creating a community online for business people, people like you, that we could distribute your brand online and connect you with people, and also rather than you needing to always be the hub for everyone, because people contacting him saying, do you know anybody who can, they can actually create the peer-to-peer connections. He liked the idea. He went off to America for a meeting, reading the Economist on the aeroplane, and looked at the E and said, Ecademy. And he came home and he said, I really like the idea, let's start Ecademy.
For the new user, it can be quite a daunting world, the world of networking. Does Ecademy ease that process, do you think?
Yeah, I would hope we do. We have processes in place, looking at it as a machine. We have processes in place, messages that we will send out to help people guide them through the process. And I think it's like any new subject. You cannot expect to learn this without diving in. And you have to be willing to click on the buttons, click on the tabs, ask people for help. And the thing I love about the Ecademy community is they welcome new members because there are more connections, and they do help one another.
When new members first join Ecademy, they often communicate with you, they email you, and you reply. But is it really you who's writing to them?
It is. I know I get asked that question a lot, actually. Is it me who's replied? It is, because I'm in my flame as a business person when I'm connecting with people. And I really like to understand people. And also, they are the most important asset of Ecademy, is the members. So we've organised, and I run the business with Glenn Watkins as our CEO to ensure that that is the one task I do have time for. I think the sad fact in industry is sometimes the larger an organisation gets, the further away you get from your customers, and I think that's horrendous. So yes, it is me who will reply.
So finally, Penny, in 20 or 30 years' time, what would you like your legacy to be? What would you like the legacy of Ecademy to be?
What a lovely question. My personal legacy in the world, which I suppose will be reflected through Ecademy, is that I want people to understand that the kinder you are towards your fellow human beings, the better your own personal life is going to be. If you live in a world which is all about me, your life will become very small. But if you live in a world where it's about us, life changes. And I think, if you increase your emotional wealth in your life, your financial wealth will improve dramatically. So my legacy would be winning by sharing. It would be, treat the world as you want to be treated as an individual. All the cliches that everybody hears, but I would hope that I get remembered for Ecademy being a place where that has change the business environment for the good.
Penny. Thought you'd been savaged by your dogs then. Thought you were going to come with one leg off. You know? Oh, right. Okay. Stars of the show, of course.
Oh, right, okay, what shall I do with you? I think we'll just make